Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I'm meadsy69 and welcome back to channel. Today we take a look at the top 5 most memed tanks in the game. What I mean by memed is not the smashers one-shotting or Death Stars one-shotting or ammo racking. I'm on about proper memed tanks like this tank here, the S35. Why is this tank a meme? Because it's a bathtub. It's a bathtub. You can fill this up with water, get in it, scrub yourself, and just get clean. And that is why this tank is a meme. It is a meme, and it is known as the bathtub. People don't ever call this tank. Never. I don't ever see people say, "Hey, have you played the S35?" No. People say, "Have you played the bathtub?" Yes, I have, and it's actually a very good tank. It is a French tier 5 tank, a TD with a lovely gun. It does have a lovely gun. It has not much armor, but it has nice, obviously we're not getting spotted at all while we're here. It has nice DPM, nice penetration as well, and overall it is a nice memed tank. So the bathtub, if you haven't actually played this tank, like, it definitely is worth buying or grinding. It 100%, this is worth playing. It does look ugly, but it's a bathtub. How do you expect it to look? Now look at this shot. I mean, the shot a minute ago, it looked like we lost a ghost shell, but it actually hit the Hellcat. So that is a meme tank. Next up, of course, it's the Churchill Gun Carrier. I'm actually going to do a video on this tank. So we're not going to talk about the tank so much into detail, stat-wise, or where it is, etc. But it is a meme. This tank is a meme, and you'll see that on pretty much everybody's streams. When people live stream, people call to take out this tank, the Churchill Gun Carrier, or the Game Carrier as people call it. And it's a proper meme tank. It's ugly as hell. It is so ugly, which is why it's memed. It used to be useless. This tank is actually, it still is kind of useless, but it does have a lovely gun. It has a lovely gun. Wargaming did actually buff the front plate, the gun mantlet around the gun, quite a few updates ago now, ages ago now, just to make the front plate a lot more bouncier, or you can actually try and get lucky to bounce shots. This is not the best armor in the world, but since Wargaming buffed the armor, then it has got a little bit better. It has got a little bit better, but it's still a mean tank. Still a tank that no one really plays unless they're being challenged to play this tank. Now I am going to die thanks to this Emil. Thanks for sitting right behind me, dude. But the Churchill Gun Carrier is a meme, and the same goes to this tank here, the TOG. Of course it's a meme. It's probably one of the most memed tanks in World of Tanks Blitz, just by the size. It's a boat. It's not a tank, it's a freaking boat. Now, this can be like a canal boat. People actually live in this thing, you know? People can just park up at the side of the road. You've probably got a 3-bedroom house in there. You've got a kitchen, maybe even an ensuite. A lovely kitchen, a nice games room to play Blitz in, of course, and it's a 3-bedroom house. This is literally a 3-bedroom house on wheels, or on tracks. It is so freaking big, and that is why people meme it, because of the size of it. Just look at it. It's stupid. Look how stupid the tank looks. Now, I love the TOG, but it is a meme. That brings us on to number 4, and that is this tank. We've had a bathtub, we've had a boat, and now we've got a toaster. And again, does anybody ever say, "Have you played the Panzer SFL 4S?" No, they don't. Never. I don't think I've ever heard someone say that. I've been playing this game for 5 years and I've never heard someone say that. "Have you played the Panzer SFL?" No, don't be stupid. It's not a Panzer SFL. It's a freaking toaster. It's a death toaster. You never ask anyone if they played the Panzer SFL. You ask them, "Hey guy, Have you played the toaster? Yeah. Of course. They know what you're on about. Because that's what this tank is. It's a toaster. And it looks like a toaster. Except it has a gun. A toaster with a gun. But it is a nice... Well, actually, before I finish that, it's got a nice gun. A lovely gun. Fantastic gun. However, you need to play this tank far away as possible. Because it has no armor whatsoever. Literally zero armor. Luckily, you're only in tier 5. So coming up against tier 4s and tier 5s, no one really thinks about... No one's smart enough to use HE. Normally in these lower tiers. But this is a collectible tank now. But it does have a nice gun. Shame about the rest of the tank. It is a toaster. I just wished it was a little bit more strong with the armor profile. But never mind. Next tank number 5. It is the AMX-40. Now, what is this tank known as? Now, this is probably, at the moment, currently, over the last year or so, this is probably the most memed tank. It's the duck tank. And again, no one ever says, hey, well, very rarely says, have you got the AMX-40? No. Have you got the duck tank? That's what it should be. It looks like a freaking duck. Now, this game, I'm kind of sad with this game. I really am sad. Because I'm actually playing my contributor account for this footage. I roll out in this game once, and I actually managed to pick up a Hall of Fame. This is literally number 1 in the Hall of Fame for this season. I think it's number 3 or number 4 worldwide all time. And it just makes I mean, we're a duck. Obviously, these guys in the reds have phobias of ducks, clearly, because no one wants to come near me. Like, oh my god, it's a duck. We can't shoot a duck. We're in a tank. How evil would that be if we shoot a duck? And it works. The funny thing is, it works. Like, no one wants to shoot me, or if they do that, I think they shoot the red part just because they don't want to hurt you. But we're gonna pay. I mean, they're gonna pay for it. Like, they don't know I'm not a duck. They think I'm a duck. I'm not a duck. I'm an AMX-40. Don't tell anyone. Keep that secret, because everyone thinks I'm a duck. And have you seen the pictures going around? I'll put it on screen if I can find it. Like, on screen now, it's a duck tank. And I wish that people, I wish Wargaming actually made a premium tank like this, but modded it as a duck. How hilarious would that be? A duck running around the battlefield, shooting tanks. Like, you can't. I've seen people mod it. I have seen people mod it into a duck, and I think it's quite funny. But yeah, this is the duck tank. It's actually a good tank. It's actually a good tank. Very good armor profile. It does have a nice gun. 10.1 second reload on the gun. So when you're top tier in this thing, not so much when you're bottom tier. When you're up against tier 5s, it's not so great. But it still does the job. It still does the job. But in tier 3 and 4, I mean, we've blocked 590. So we basically blocked our hit points. We've got 559 left, and we've blocked now 675. So we've blocked more hit points than we currently have. So you will get block damage. You will get a lot of block damage playing right. Obviously, don't show your side. Show your front plate. That's the strongest. Even your turret is really, really strong as well. Now, this game so far, we're on 2 versus 2. And we're on 1.8k damage with 675 block damage, and we're up against now 2 tanks in tier 4. So I want to take the lower hit point tank. I'm going to ignore the A20 for now. We know it hasn't got the reloader, so it's not the same tank. I'd rather go with against armor while I have its side. If that B1 turns, then it's going to be very difficult for me to be able to pen. Now, as soon as I turn and get close to this A20, you can see we are bouncing from the side. You angle this tank and you will get some bounces. So we've now blocked 1040. I think we're going to block a little bit more as well. There we go. We do block another 140. That's 1180 block damage. We now bring him down to hopefully a one shot. We should be able to clear him in the next shot if we can high roll. And there we go, another blocked shot. 1320 block damage, and we end up on 2400 damage. In tier 4, that's pretty good. Considering my team, the second player in my team only managed to get 600. That's a good carry. That's a great carry. So that is the top 5 most meme tanks in World of Tanks Blitz. Let me know your opinion. Let me know your top 5 if they are different to mine in the comments below. Hope you enjoyed it, guys. I'm Meadsy. I'll catch you soon. Bye bye.